Z. We're going to do this a bit different. Now, to keep me from messing up, I'm going to go ahead and go to next axis. Now, we are using our reference tool, and in this case, let's quickly set my reference tool, because currently my reference tool is not set. All right, here, let's do that right there. All right, let's go set my reference tool. Now, anytime you reset your reference tool, after you've touched off your tools, you must go back and reset all your tools off. When I set my reference height, I'm doing two things. I'm setting my reference height at 2 inches off the table, and I'm setting my reference tool length. Two things. Great, I lost it. All right, I'm trying to point on camera, it's not even there. Too bright, huh?
There you go.
Close enough, you're going to have to interpolate. Okay, and I'm going to use the top as 0. So I'm going to 0 my reference tool. Now I have to jump out of my work setup, go set up my tool offset library. I'm setting my Z-ref. So I'm going to press Z-ref, and this is the number I'm watching in the bottom left-hand corner when I press F10. I want to see that change. And it changed quite a bit because I shortened up my reference tool. So that's cool. All right, so reference tool is set. Now I'm going to back out, and I'm going to use the reference tool now to set my work. I'm going to hit tool check to come up safely. Now I'm going to move my work over. I don't know if we'll be able to see anything here for a sec. Let's back out. Come off of that guy a little bit. Okay, let's go. So the big difference here is we are going to set our Z0 G55 Z on the bottom of the part, on the parallels. Making a big deal out of that because so far, every time you've set it on top of your part. So when we go to program, we need to remember this.
Going off the parallel.
We're going off the parallel. We're going to have to write our tool paths with Z0 under our finished part. And we'll rediscuss that when we get down to programming. Ooh, we can actually see. Good job. Okay, so let's touch off on the parallels. My reference tool is set. Now I use my reference tool immediately to set Z0. So there's my 0. Hopefully we're nice and crisp. All right. Now I'm going to get rid of the screen. I lost my Z surface. Let's go to next axis, next axis. Okay. So I just misspoke, guys. I just told you I was putting my Z0 on the bottom of my part. That is not accurate. I'm touching off the parallels and I'm translating my Z0 to the thickness, the finished surface of my part. So my Z0 is actually going to be the top of my finished vice jaw. Now, how thick is my finished part?
755.
Yep, my part is 755. So right now, I am negative 755 from where I want my origin to be. Okay, what tool number am I using? Tool 0. My reference tool is tool 0. Any tool I'm using, when I press Z-ref, that tool is assigned as tool 0. So now let's press F10. I press F10 and then I come up and look at my DRO. And it says that right now I am negative 755 from where I just put my G55 Z. So I feel like I used a lot of words to talk about what I just did. But we're touching off the bottom of the part, translating my Z0 up to the final thickness of my part. So ultimately we're going to face down to Z0 just like we did in Op 1.